The next question, I actually love this question as well. It states that though some schools have waived GRE, do you think if I write it, it will increase my chances? All right, good question. I've been wanting to talk about waivers for some time, but this gives me an opportunity to actually talk to you guys about waivers. All right, let's get some things clear. Waivers are great, especially application fee waiver. By all means, you should try to get one. At least email the graduate college to tell them you are from a low income family and request if there's a possibility that they can waive the application fee waiver. So by all means, try to request the application fee waiver. Now, or the worst they can say is no, and you can go ahead and pay. But I would like you guys, I will tell you the truth on this channel. I would like you guys to be very cautious of GRE or TOEFL waivers if it's required by a particular department. And I say you should be careful because most of the time, individual programs decide what will be their criteria for admission. So anybody that is telling you 100 universities that are waiving GRE, they are probably not telling you the whole truth, because even if you see on the graduate college website that they don't require GRE, there might be some programs within the school that will still use that particular exam to evaluate students. So you want to be careful. You want to go to your department's web page specifically and look at the requirements. Make sure that GRE has been waived for real before you just believe whatever you see online and end up applying without submitting the required scores. Because if you don't have the scores and they need it for a full evaluation of your application, they are going to toss your application away. Okay. Now, even if you find a department that waived GRE, what you should know that any department that waives those exams will receive a lot more applications. So you want to ask yourself, am I competitive enough? So you just got to be honest with yourself at this point. Look at your CV and say, okay, if I put all this together with other applicants from Asia, all those guys from Asian countries, the Chinese and Indians, and some from other countries, Malaysia, they will probably have more research experience than maybe someone coming from most of our people coming from West Africa also. So can I really compete with people from all over the world with what I have on my CV? Especially now, you want to be honest with yourself. If you don't have research experience or your work experience is not even that long or not related to where you are going, like the program you're applying to, then I think if you end up applying to a program that do not require GRE, you might really be less competitive for admission. Some people in the past like last year, I see people come to me and say, I was admitted, but I was not funded, right? So when they are making funding decisions, they give it to the best students in the cohorts of applicants. Okay? So you just have to self-reflect and see if what you have, you understand all the requirements, that research experience matters, sometimes work experience matters as well if it's related to the field. Now, if you don't have that, and you don't have someone who is publishing in high-ranking journals in your field that can write reference letters for you, you don't have all those three things, then you are still applying to universities that are going to waive GRE and TOEFL. So why should a university invest $30,000 per year on you? Just kind of you just have to be honest with yourself. So what I tell people is, if you don't have all these other things, then one of the ways you can show that you are really good, you are sound and qualified and competitive enough, is to take those exams. And um, I'm not saying you should not apply to the universities that have waived GRE, but you sometimes having that GRE makes you competitive, makes them know that you have what it takes to succeed in the program. Okay, I'm just kind of telling you the honest truth, because a lot of you on this page are going to be international students, right? And the truth of the matter is, I'm going to tell you, the truth of the matter is, most programs will look at their own people first. Okay, they will admit their own people first, the citizens. So you got to weigh all that factors. So the question is, if I have GRE wave, do you think if I write it, it will increase my chances? Of course, yes, it will increase your chances, because it increases the number of programs or schools that you can apply to and test your competitiveness for admission and funding. Because funding is the main thing, right? It's the cocoa, as we say in Yoruba. Funding is the main thing that you are looking for. So it will increase your options. Let me just put it that way. Most of the people that you see online that say, I got admitted without GRE and IELTS or TOEFL, it's great, it's true, it's possible. But what they don't tell you is the other things that they have on their CV, the other things that they have done, their work experiences, all that experience. They don't tell you that. At this point in time, getting admitted without any exams is still an exception. It's not the norm. Okay, the norm is to actually write the exams, so that it will increase your chances, especially if you don't have a lot of experiences that would support why a university should invest their resources in you. So yes, it will increase your chances.